Greetings to all Tobagonians and by extension the people of Trinidad and Tobago as we celebrate 55 years of independence. To all of us, independence should mean more than just a holiday. It is a milestone for our country and a reminder that we are a nation, one committed to the ideals of democracy and one responsible for its own development. It is an acceptance that every step we take in the name of development is determined by the ambitions and actions of our citizens. It also reinforces the notion that our success will be limited only by our resolve and our devotion to the greater good. From a Tobago perspective, let us use the occasion to reflect on our journey over the past 55 years, to look back at where we came from and draw strength from the experiences of outstanding Tobagonians who have contributed to this island's development, to admire and emulate the temperance, resilience, and perseverance they demonstrated to help us progress to where we are today. As we move forward with the understanding that life brings challenges, we ought to bear in mind that these challenges seldom come without opportunities for growth and improvement. As Tobagonians, we must be proud of our accomplishments. We have excelled in sport. Our sportsmen continue to bring international glory and recognition to this country, as evidenced by the performances of Akeem Stewart at the Para World Championships and Rennie Kwao and Lalon Gordon at the World Championships in Athletics mere weeks ago. Our healthcare system continues its stride towards accreditation, with special emphasis on primary care, wellness, and family development. We are moving to strengthen this by focusing on youth through the Healthy Eating in Schools initiative, which will soon be rolled out. In education, we are focused on holistic development, but we are also intent on lifting those students who are falling behind. This began with the SEA Vacation Enhancement Program for students who underperformed at the exam. This support will continue through the introduction of instructional coaches at primary schools to help teachers and students bridge the gaps they may have with the teaching and learning of literacy and numeracy. We are committed to equipping those students who are less academically inclined with a trade or special skill before their departure from secondary school. The Agriculture Revitalization Team will lay a platform for food sustainability. More young people are actually showing interest in agriculture, and this is a sector that is poised to take off once again. We will energize the industry by accelerating our Access Road program, thereby making more lands accessible for food production. Through the tourism agency recently established by this administration, we will rejuvenate the tourism industry. We are taking a holistic approach as we partner with stakeholders to resolve issues such as the quality and quantity of our room stock and the redefinition of our tourism product. In this regard, culture has been added to the tourism portfolio to facilitate the creation of a distinctive and integrated Tobago product. We are also collaborating with the central government to find long-term solutions to the air and sea bridge challenges. Although these issues will not be resolved in a day, we are confident that they are surmountable challenges and that we will transcend them through our collaborative efforts and perseverance. It is the firm belief of my administration that creating stronger, long-lasting partnerships will redound to our benefit. We cannot do it alone. The steps we have taken so far have been all geared towards a collective approach to developing Tobago's potential. This is the way of the 21st century. We are pursuing the possibilities of public-private partnerships as we seek to accelerate our development program. We are providing more opportunities and more resources to the communities in an effort to assist people in becoming more self-sufficient. For example, we have increased our ceiling on grant funding from $25,000 to $50,000 and loan funding from $250,000 to $500,000. We continue to leverage relationships with non-governmental organizations, the United Nations Development Programme, international universities, and other entities. However, success in these initiatives requires the support of every resident of Tobago if we are to take our island into the next phase of its journey. To make this a reality, we must commit to becoming better parents, better children, better neighbors, better workers, and better citizens. We are relentless in seeking empowerment as an island. Tobago's autonomy is a priority on the Assembly's agenda. In fact, the Tobago House of Assembly is currently in consultation with a subcommittee of the Cabinet regarding the draft bill on autonomy for Tobago. Once this part of the process is completed, the draft bill will be forwarded to Parliament for debate. Yet, as we look forward to becoming the determiners of our development as a people, we must do more to ensure that we are indeed the chief contributors to this process. In other words, we must prepare ourselves to shoulder that responsibility. It is a call to duty, whether we work in the public or private sector, at a desk or in the field. No matter our vocation, we must be productive, professional, and consistent at all times. And as the island pursues the fulfillment of its right to self-determination, a more conscious and civic-minded people will be in a much better position to accept the mantle of autonomy and to drive our island's development forward. Only then can we truly find an equal place. At the forefront of our ambitions are our efforts to create a culture that is more conducive to productivity and a population that is more sensitized to the benefits this approach will bring to all Tobagonians. Given our limited resources, it is critical that we focus not only on ourselves, but on what is good for Tobago as a whole. Charity begins at home. So let us first be builders of our families, then our communities, and ultimately our society. As a people, regardless of our political persuasion, age, or social standing, we must also use every opportunity to be our brother's keeper, giving freely of our time, our resources, our talents, and our knowledge. If we were to do that, we would not have labored in vain. Be assured, my administration will support such efforts through robust development policies and programs designed to foster economic sustainability and a better quality of life for all Tobagonians. In 1962, when the flag of Trinidad and Tobago was hoisted to signal our independence, the country's first Prime Minister, Dr. Eric Williams, declared in part, "The strength of the nation depends on the strength of its citizens." This suggests we must actively participate in whatever future we desire for Tobago. Just as in the past, our future depended on our resourcefulness as we did celebrate then those years of independence. It is my fervent wish that as Tobagonians, we will learn from those lessons and use them to propel us into a great and dynamic people. Let us not be distracted by negativity and naysayers and focus squarely on our common goal. Develop Tobago in a way that allows us to be industrious, committed, hospitable, loyal, and patriotic. On behalf of the Tobago House of Assembly, my family and I wish you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, a happy independence, and may God continue to richly bless our nation.